Hey folks, I'm here, and holy shit, did I just get plugged by some LP celebrity or something? Because my subscriptions have shot through the roof today. You know, I've gotten like 20 people since this morning, and that just never happens. Well, if someone did give me a shout out, then thanks. I'm not normally into the whole popularity contest thing all that much, but, you know, I'll really take any positive reinforcement I can get. Anyway, we have poured the water on copper and shined the light on golden, so no doubt today we will have some other kind of statue-based science experiment to perform. Let's do this. And here we are in Silver Castle. If we hang a left, this is where we pursued Bilan before, but that door doesn't work in this parallel. Instead, we have to open this one using the silver key. And that will lead us into an area called Carbon Floor. Some NPC mentions this at some point, I don't remember where. But anyway, Carbon Floor is where the chamber exists for carbon-freezing criminals, and where the frozen criminals are stored. Right here, for example, is what seems to be Bilan's spot, as Jack helpfully points out. If so, it would seem to be kind of on the cruel and unusual side. But, as I've mentioned before, we don't really know how the penal system works in this universe. Maybe they're just fine with that. Friends call me shoe miser, whatever I touch turns to shoes in my clutch, I guess. I'm too much. And is it just me, or does Blade the Killing Machine really look like a predator? I don't know, I always thought so. And here we have the fancy lad Sean Gabriel Lansky. And Meg Raphael Lansky, apparently a sibling murderous duo. Since these frozen people all have unique sprites, you'd be right if you guessed that we'll be meeting them eventually. But not in this parallel. Anyway, this is where the shit begins. As you can see, we're very high up. Silver Castle is pretty much a lengthy stretch of isometric platform hell. And it wouldn't be too horrible if not for the fact that you have to do it all at one shot. There are no checkpoints anywhere. So I'm going to try this once or twice legitimately. And if things get too bad, I will lean on the save states with a minimum of shame. Because playing this on my actual Saturn used to give me nightmares. Right here we have a hedge maze that will force you off if you get caught up in any of the dead ends, which is quite easy to do. Fortunately, it's a very simple hedge maze, so, you know, after one or two failed attempts at most, you'll memorize the correct way through. Here we have to not get pushed off these platforms by threading the needle through these other pieces of hedge. And here we have some big black blocks that start to shake and drop out from under you very shortly after you step on them, so don't stand there for very long. Very simple advice. Easy to follow. Here we have a little bit of blind catwalk walking. Even by screwing around with the camera, you can't really see very well what you're doing. Fortunately, there's straight paths, so you can walk just in a straight line and you'll be fine. That drop's a little scary, but as you can see, there is a narrow platform under where you fall. And cruising right along. This is a bit irritating. In a lot of places in the Silver Castle Sky segment, you have to walk in zigzags because of Garriot's chess bishop movement. And moments like this is why getting the basic hang of corner jumping is quite important in this game. We should have a big slab coming to pick us up momentarily. Slab. Oh, here it comes. Now, you might think you want to just follow these stairs, but that's actually really unhelpful. They don't really lead anywhere. They just exist to get you onto the other side. Well, actually to provide an obstacle to your getting on the other side of this slab, so you don't get pushed off. You just want to walk under the stairs to this block as soon as you have a chance. And then you can climb up the other side, like so. A little more jumping around the tower. Want to make sure I'm very correctly lined up to get on this bit of blackery. And in this case, the arrow indicates that you do want to get shoved off, because you will fall neatly onto another bit of black platform. I just thought that was kind of a neat bit of almost scripted sequence. And plop. This is a weird platform here because Garion does not move when it does, so you just have to walk along with it and get yourself up on to this set of platforms, which leads you to a ladder that you jump onto in midair. And another corner jump. Not at a distance that is actually difficult to deal with, but they're always nerve-wracking. Get ourselves aligned. And another move and drop sequence. You may have briefly seen our destination, which we just passed. Oh, fuck me running. Okay, well, we're gonna scarf down a meat. Get our HP back. And now I think I'm going to chipmunk time it back to the part I was at before. So, things will be running a little zippy in a moment, and I'll see you afterward. Okay, and because I fuck this part up all the time, we're dropping save state. Very nice. Now we can proceed with a bit more bravado. And, oh my god, I forgot what to do here. Well, that is clearly not what to do. I'm fine, but I'm loading state. Alright, we just go over here, then jump to the ladder when the spikes are not blocking it. And what do I do here? I think I jump onto the spike wall. Yes, that is exactly what we do. And then this part is tricky. You have to jump to the ladder when the spike walls will allow it. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it, and I think that's about enough for me for today. There may be a slight delay in somewhere amongst the next couple of videos because there's an FMV coming up that the emulator doesn't handle very well, and so I'll need to try and get my ailing old Saturn to work long enough to capture that directly from the hardware. So that may take a little doing. But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again soon.